Hey everyone, so today we're diving into something a little different, and honestly, it's pretty special. We're looking at a heartfelt tribute written by the men at a company called Eleve for their female colleagues. It's a really powerful look at the impact these women have, and we're going to break down just how their contributions build this company from the ground up.
Wow. I mean, right from the start, that sets a powerful tone, doesn't it? This isn't just some nice sentiment. It's a real celebration of the essential strength and grace these women bring. It frames them as the absolute core of the company's success. So let's see how that plays out.
All right, so first up, let's jump into the strategy realm. This is the team that's basically responsible for charting the company's entire course.
I love that imagery, where great plans take their flight. This really highlights the team's main job, guiding the whole company with vision and clarity. So let's meet the people who are actually turning these great plans into reality.
First up is Soha Dobade.
Soha is described as having a calming, steady hand, and you can see why that's so foundational. She's not just making deals, she's out there forging real partnerships, charting the company's path with this incredible foresight. It's all about ensuring client success through this powerful combo of vision and just getting it done.
Next up, we have Nayana Mishra.
Naina is celebrated for her strategic view, and her team's value comes from framing these crucial new insights. That fresh perspective is absolutely vital because it directly shapes the company's entire approach and ties their dedication directly to getting strong results.
And then you've got Kritika Chabra.
She's called a force of focus and might. I love that. As a senior account manager, she's working right at that critical intersection of complex solutions and client management. She makes sure everything, from the big picture strategy all the way down to the fine print on a contract, is perfectly aligned.
Now let's talk about Ayushi Mishra and her team.
They're celebrated for their keen market sensing, which, if you think about it, is such a critical skill at the beginning of any project. By really understanding the business landscape, they're the ones who define the canvas before the first brushstroke is even made. That makes them a totally crucial part of the strategic heart of the company.
Okay, now this is interesting. We also have Devika Agarwal.
She's called a dual role star in both strategy and finance. And that combination, it's absolutely critical. By bridging those two worlds, Devika makes sure that all these ambitious plans are also financially sound. It's really no wonder her counsel is described as being worth more than gold.
And rounding out the strategy team, we have Sara Malhotra.
Saru is recognized for bringing that fresh perspective, for providing that spark of innovation. Her job is all about finding new directions and making sure Eleve's core message cuts right through all the noise, clearly and effectively.
Okay, so we've seen the planners. Now let's meet the builders. The pillars of operation, what's called the company's core engine.
The first pillar here is the power of copy, which is led by Perul. This is all about shaping the company's voice.
I mean, that line just perfectly elevates copywriting from just writing words to being a true art form. Pearl's team takes these complex messages and makes every single piece of communication feel meaningful and impactful.
So, from the art of words, we're shifting to the logic of code and to Chaitha Lee, a key figure in the technology core. In the tech world, calling someone's debugging skills legendary is pretty much the highest praise you can give. This just shows how absolutely critical her technical expertise is. She doesn't just build the digital engines, she makes sure they run flawlessly.
Next up is finance, and this is where Diksha Dua and her team come in. They're called the careful backbone of the company. They manage the flow of funding, and they provide that firm ground that the entire operation is built on.
And in the world of business, a strong legal foundation is everything. That's where Sugandha comes in. She provides that crucial legal review that ensures every single venture is built on solid, safe ground.
Of course, a company is its people, right? And Supriya Rai is celebrated as the first warm voice for new joiners. What a great way to put it. She's the one responsible for building the Eleve family by finding and bringing in the very best talent.
All right, for our final group, we get to meet the leaders of the venture. These are the people driving key initiatives and projects forward, right there on the front lines.
First, Radhika Khatri and her team, who lead with absolute precision. Their work is described as sowing the small seeds for a much larger need, which just shows how that meticulous attention to detail is so essential for great delivery.
Then you have Gurleen Kaur and Mitali, and you can just feel the energy here.
They're celebrated for their enthusiastic presence across so many different ventures. They're the key players who bring that spark to every task and help push new initiatives ahead.
And the final individual spotlight shines on Tinder Shri, who is leading Eleve's charge over in Dubai. She's described as a total force, lighting the way forward with a driven flame.
And this just perfectly captures her impact, right? She's a visionary leader who is out there conquering a competitive market, all while inspiring her team with this powerful blend of grace and might.
So after all these incredible individual shoutouts, the tribute kind of pulls the camera back for its finale, a unified, heartfelt thank you to every single woman at the company.
This really brings that core theme full circle. It's an acknowledgement that every single contribution, from a small daily effort to a major new lead, it's all valued and it all defines the very spirit of the company.
You know, there's a powerful honesty in that line. It's acknowledging that, hey, while some contributions are more visible than others, the gratitude is universal. It's just a direct, really meaningful message of appreciation.
And this is the ultimate takeaway, isn't it? It draws a direct line between the contributions of these women and the success of the entire organization. Their impact isn't just helpful, it's completely foundational.
And it all ends on that powerful, poetic, and just incredibly memorable line. It's not just a thank you. It's a recognition that these women are the very lifeblood, the tireless rhythm of the company. What a truly remarkable tribute.